Hi everyone. So here is the promised video that I said I would show you for all of the assignments that I've been posting to Google Classroom. Now, I know some of you may have questions or some things may be confusing you, so I would highly encourage watching the full video. And if I don't answer any of your questions, then to post them in the comments below. Now, this is a screen recording, so I will be going through everything that is on this Google Classroom page, and hopefully you'll understand everything after this video. So the first thing I'm going to show you is up top in the classwork section. So this is my student view, and you'll be able to see everything that you would normally see if you click classwork. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the planning guide. Now I've had quite a few questions on the planning guide, so definitely pay attention to this. I'm going to come down here and click View Assignment, and you'll see this, all the directions right here. You'll also see that I have the Michigan Open Book textbook linked here in case you wanted to use that as a resource. Now, if I click on the assignment up here, you'll see that for some reason it's not an actual Google Doc that you can type on. However, what you can do up here on these three little dots where it says More Actions, you can click on those and click Open in a New Window. Then it should come up, and if you click Open with Google Docs, I know, lots of steps, I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it did it this way for some reason. Like all my other ones uploaded fine. But now you can see that this is your own Google Doc that you can type in. So here's the project. This planning guide has to be done first. Okay, this due date is going to change because school got pushed back. We aren't coming back on the 5th, I think it was, when we were supposed to. So this due date will again get pushed back. Don't worry about that. But this is the project. Your objective is to create your own original, ideal, and new civilization using the information that we have learned about the following civilizations: Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt, Indus River Valley, and the Yellow River Valley in China. Your civilization must be practical and follow the guidelines that early civilizations followed. You will be graded on the realistic components of your civilization. If there is no way it could have happened, I wouldn't include it. For example, your civilization probably starts somewhere near a river valley with agriculture as its beginning. It's not going to have guns and video games. That's not practical. So, you have some freedom with this. However, it has to be something that could have really happened. All of our first civilizations started by river valleys because that was crucial for farming and agriculture. And as we know, agriculture was the basis of all societies. So you have to have it start somewhere where agriculture could have actually started. It's not going to start in a cold climate or a desert climate that doesn't have any rivers by it. It has to have some kind of water source, and it has to have some kind of climate that is suitable for farming. Now, partners. You may work with a partner for this project, and you can choose your partner. If you're doing it over this extended break, like we are right now, you can work via electronics through Google Slides, Google Docs, or you can communicate through phone, email, or Google Hangout. Now, the Google Hangout feature is something that you download onto your Google Chrome, and you add it as an extension. So I've done that already. All I did was type in Google Hangout and added it to my extension, and then it's right here. Oh boy. Not really sure why that happened, but basically you would just then type in your friend's email or phone number and you can text that way. Your partner name should go here. Both you and your partner must complete the planning guide. Okay, both of you need to submit your own copy. You can work on it together for sure, but you both have to submit your own copy just to make sure that I know that you were doing what you were supposed to be. So, directions, planning guide. It says, follow the directions in order to complete this project successfully. Number 1 is find your partner. Okay, if you're having a partner, that's the first step you need to do. The second step is you need to fill out all 8 parts of the planning guide in complete sentences. If the questions are not answered in complete sentences, you will lose points. You will be typing your responses, so I'm expecting things to be spelled correctly and proper grammar being used. Now, all 8 of these parts again need to be in complete sentences with proper punctuation, proper grammar, proper spelling. You're doing this on the computer. That should not be hard. Words that are underlined in red or blue need to be fixed. That means they're not right. Okay, so make sure you are fixing those before you're submitting. All 8 of these parts need to be in complete sentences. Now, it says both you and your partner need to submit your own copy. It also says if you choose to complete the extra credit, which is part 9, that must be included in the planning guide also. So the extra credit, if I scroll all the way down, is down here. Arts, literature, customs, and traditions. You can get up to 10 extra credit points if you complete this. Basically, what you have to do is you have to find or create, so whether you find it on the computer or you create it yourself, 10 different artifacts that your civilization has. And they have to be from different categories. So some of these categories could include art, literature, science, math, examples like jewelry, games, dance, musical instruments, architecture, clothing, or sports. 10 different things. So you cannot just have 10 pieces of jewelry. You would have to have a piece of jewelry, a game that they played, a dance that they did, a musical instrument that was used. 10 different things. You can create them yourself and take pictures, or you can find things on the internet, okay? It's up to you. I know there's some creative people that might want to create their own, and that is totally cool with me. Now, the reason I linked the open book, which is also linked right here, is because maybe you are looking for some inspiration, or you're looking at some facts that early civilizations actually used or things that they did to help you answer some of these questions. This is a resource right here. I'm not requiring you to read it all. You've read most of it in class already. This is just a resource for you to use because I know some of you may not have all of your notes and stuff that we did in class, and you wanted to get started on it over break. So this is a resource that you can use. Now, you can also use the internet, but anything on the internet that you use, you have to cite. You cannot just take a sentence from the internet, copy it down, and not cite it. For one, it should be in your own words. You should not be copying anything down from the internet. Everything should be in your own words. But even if it's in your own words, you still have to cite the information. You can't take someone else's work without citing it. That's stealing, that's plagiarism. If you do not give a website, you will lose points. And I know when you take something from a different source. Okay, you may think you will get away with it, but you won't. So don't do it unless you plan on citing it. If you cite it, that's fine. All I need is the website link. Same thing with pictures. Pictures have to be cited. Okay, you're using someone else's work, so you have to cite them. Now, it's really easy. Okay, if you type in the Google search bar, let's do it right now. Let's type something in. If you type in ancient civilization architecture, and go to images, and we get all these cool images. And let's say you wanted to use this one right here. You can't just go copy and paste and then type in this as your site or your source. That's not your source. Okay, that is the Google search engine. What you need to do is you need to click on this actual website. This is your source. So you would copy and paste this as the link or as your source for that picture. And we see that the picture's down here. Okay, and this is architecture of ancient Egypt. So something we've been learning about. Now let's go back to this right here. So again, all information, including pictures, needs to be cited. Once your planning guide is filled out, so once you have all 8 of these parts filled out, you are going to turn this in. You're going to share it with me right here. It's actually already shared with me, right? Yeah. So you are going to maybe just send me a quick email saying your planning guide is done, okay? That you finished it. That would probably be the best thing. That way I know it's done, okay? So send a quick email letting me know that you finished your planning guide. All of these parts were filled out. So once that is done, then you can move on to creating the final project. So if we go back to our Google Classroom, go back to classwork, and go to the final project, and we're going to view the assignment. This is where you are going to add or create something. Okay, so this could be a Google Slides. It could be a PowerPoint. Maybe you have Microsoft at home and you want to do a PowerPoint. Could be a Prezi, could be a photo story, could be a poster. Okay, any of those things are fine, but you are basically trying to create some kind of visual with all of the information that you just typed in each of those parts. All that information has to be included, but it's basically to entice or try to get someone to live in your civilization. Why would they want to live in it? It has to be kind of like an advertisement, okay? But it has to include all 8 parts of that information. So let's say that I was creating a Google Slides. I could come over here, add or create. I'm going to come down to Slides. And it's loading over here. So I'll click on that now that it's loaded. And I'm going to say my civilization is, I don't know, what could be a name for it? The Rat Attack Civilization. There we go. It's probably not the best name, but it's the first thing that I came up. I would look at my planning guide that should already be completed. My name of my civilization, it was on that first slide. Why did I decide on this name? I could come up, or I could say, maybe here, I could come up with a cool logo. I took, I don't know, my last name and made, I took my last name as I am in power and made it the civilization's name. Hopefully you come up with something way cooler and sounding way better than that, but that was just something that just popped into my head. Okay, then I would go to my next slide. I would look at the next part. Where is it located? I would find a map. I would put the map on this slide. I would say where it's located. I would explain the climate, what the temperature was, how much rainfall it received. Were there different seasons? Did those seasons change? I would include all of that stuff on these slides. And I'm not just going to leave it boring like this. I'm going to pick a background or a layout. Background. Actually a theme. And boom, there we go. I would add some more stuff. I would add pictures. I would add animations. I would change the font colors. I would change the font styles and sizes. Okay, all of that stuff would be done on this Google Slides. Now, maybe you want to experiment with something else, and I'm pretty sure I just exited out of that. Yeah, I did. To get rid of it. Maybe you wanted to create a Prezi. And Prezis are actually really cool. Let me show you that. So it's similar to Google Slides or PowerPoint, but it has more features that you can do. So I'm already logged in. You would have to essentially create an account to be able to use it. But I started this one when I did the Zoom. So if I open this up, ooh, I don't want to present it yet. Let's go to edit. I picked this template too, by the way. You can make your own template or you can pick some of the ones that they had. But I thought this was cool as it had something to do with social studies. It was a world map. Antique world map. So you can add all these topics. You can add like icons or images. You can pick cool backgrounds. And you can type all your information in through here. And this is pretty cool because when you go to present, it like hops from one bubble to the next. So you can play around with that feature as well. If you do choose to do that, you would click share and get the link for it. And then obviously you're going to copy and paste that link into Google Classroom right here. You would click link. Once you're done with your civilization, you have all 8 parts completed. You have the extra credit completed. You have everything cited. It's looking nice. It's looking neat. Once you have all that stuff done, you would mark it as done. You would turn it in once you have your file attached. If you're doing a poster, maybe you have poster supplies at home, I would just take a picture of it and then post it into here. Upload it into Google Classroom. If you create your own artifacts, again, take a picture of it and upload it into Google Classroom. Everything for that final project that you'll need will be uploaded here. But again, your goal is to get me to want to live in your civilization. Why would I want to live there? Think of this as kind of an advertisement for your civilization. Okay, but all 8 parts need to be completed, need to be put in that final product. So if you have questions on any of the civilization stuff, please, please, please post them in the comments of this video and I will answer any questions that you may have. So I'm going to come back out to the stream here and I'm going to go to classwork one more time because I want to explain these 2 extra credit assignments that I have posted. So the first one is something that you can be doing every single day and continuing to add to this assignment. Now, it is essentially just to go on to CNN 10 or this link right here and watch a quick, I think they're like 10-minute video about what is happening right now in the world. So for today, March 25th, it is about coronavirus lockdowns and virtual vacations. So you would watch that, then you would come over to your work and you would fill out, here's the directions for it, but you would come down to slide 2 and you would fill out your assignment right here. Now you can see that I've already started it because like I did this on the Zoom video. So the date's already in there, my name's in there. I've moved the star and the smiley face to where the said location was for those videos and made sure all that stuff was in there properly. Anything you're typing, so for the first news story, you would type the claim, supporting evidence in these 2 boxes. You can type right in them and make sure you are writing in complete sentences. And then same thing for the second news story, you'll summarize what it was about. And lastly, you're going to make a connection with the news story. How does it connect to either something we've learned in history or how does it connect to your life? So, and to Zoom, guys, all you do is click this little drop down arrow and go to 100% and you can see everything then. Now, you'll complete one of these for each day that you do it. So let's say you've done 10 of them. Let's say you want to do another one, because we're on this extended break for essentially a month. So let's say you wanted to do more than 10. All you would do is you would right click, copy, right click, paste, and now you have an 11th one. Wanted to add another one, click paste again, now you have a 12th one. Okay, you want to make sure you do this while they're still blank and you haven't typed anything in there, otherwise you're going to get everything you typed in these boxes and you'll have to erase it, but not too difficult. Any questions on that assignment, let me know. Once you finish it, you would just, it's already shared with me, so you would just click turn in here, and then I'll know that you're finished and I can grade it. Each slide that you complete is worth 2 extra credit points, but if you do one every day for 10 to 15 days, that's 20 to 30 extra credit points that could be added to your overall grade. So that takes care of that. I'll exit out of all this stuff now. Any questions, again, posted in the comments. So let's go back. Classwork. This is something that I uploaded. This extra credit assignment is something I uploaded on Monday, and this is new. So I'm going to click View Assignment again, just like I always have. I'm going to come over here, and on my work, I'm going to click on it. And this is something I thought that was fun. I found it on a site that I'm in. And there's essentially 9 different tasks that you can do. You only have to do 4 of them. Okay, you would pick 4 that you are going to do. So once I read through them all, I would highlight. So I would take this highlighting tool, pick a color, and I'm going to highlight the 4 that I want to do. So let's say I want to do this one. Highlight yellow. Say I want to do this one, highlight yellow. Maybe this one. I'm just picking 4 at random here. Highlight yellow. And lastly, let's do this first one. Highlight it yellow. So I have my 4 that I'm going to do. Now down here is where I'm going to start typing. So the first one I chose, we'll say task 1. Go up to it. It says, capture how this virus, meaning the coronavirus, has disrupted your school year. Includes sporting events, concerts, prom, graduation, etc. Write a 1-page reflection on this. So I would come down here and I would start typing my reflection. This needs to be 1 page, and you can update the fonts, colors, sizes, all that stuff to make it relevant to you. I spelled relevant wrong. Now, this is something that I kind of want you to make your own because it is your reflection on this time in history. And I want you to think of it as you're creating your own primary sources, your own firsthand accounts of what is happening in the world. So some of these are fun, like this one. Write a life bucket list with at least 20 things on it that you want to do before you die. 20 things that you want to do, and make sure to explain them. Or right here, create a list of 15 songs. That's your Quarantunes playlist. Okay, right here is watch the first episode of Netflix's document series Pandemic and write a 1-page reflection on the episode. So some things that are true to what is happening in your life right now, I want you to reflect on it. And if you do all 4 of these tasks, you submit it, you turn it in up here, type it all up, turn it in. That's 20 extra credit points to be added to your score. So you guys can be racking up all the extra credit points right now if you're doing all of these things. So that explains all the assignments. Now I'm back to my stream. Okay, this video, this screen recording will be posted in the stream, and you'll be able to comment any questions that you have in the stream. Please, please, please comment, because if you have a question, someone else probably has that same question, and I'll be able to address it there. Let me scroll through here. Here's the assignment that was posted. I tried interacting with you, but no one interacted back. So if you guys want to tell me what you've been up to in the comments, I'll interact with you and we can kind of just chat like normal. Here was the Zoom meeting that we did. So that's about Zoom. Here's the Google Hangouts. So if you want to use that for the Civilization project, here is the information about how to use it. Here are all the assignments, and that's pretty much everything. I'll be updating this stream as we go through these next few weeks, so please make sure you're logging on every day or every other day to make sure you're staying up to date on all of the information that is being given to you. All grades are updated, so if you have missing assignments and you want to complete those, just send me an email and I'll get you your missing assignments, and you can submit them to me electronically. I'll also be doing another Zoom meeting here, probably either today or tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. And I'll send out a notification for that as well. And then again, it'll be posted to the stream. So, any questions at all, please, please, please do not hesitate to post in the comments. And I will get back with you. I miss you all. I hope you're all having fun, staying safe, and staying healthy. And hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.